Alright folks, time for PUBG. We're back to the standard map after a few sessions on the test server. It's not available, so we're doing the old school map. YOLO Dopper starts the discussion tonight asking, why do people like games where there's so much grinding and hours just to get a piece of loot? Two reasons. Number one, because it's addictive. That's the bottom line. Addictive gameplay, mindless gameplay that isn't necessarily skillful, but more is about time investment. You come home, you don't want to think too much. You're tired from school or work. You just want to plop down in front of the couch, boot up a game, play it for 2-3 hours, and maybe get something good out of it. It's more of a relaxation technique, you know what I mean? And number two, because of the social aspect. Playing those games with a lot of that grinding gameplay to get that item, right? You're going to have fun interacting with your friends, talking and stuff. So those games are well designed in that regard, but... You know, are they anything that adds anything to the gameplay experience, or even do those games matter that they exist? No. A game like The Division, a game like Destiny, if those games were never made, literally nothing would have ever been forgotten, and nothing would have been lost in regards to gaming. Like, they could have never, you know, fallen to the black hole of never been released, and no one would give a crap, and we'd all be none the wiser. Just saying. There's a big difference between a game made for enjoyment and fun so that people can have a piece of art and a game made for profit. And you could tell the big difference between them. Indie Glow, subscribe to the channel for the 6th month in a row. Thank you, Indie Glow, for the 6-month resub. I don't see a way to get into this house high up. Son of a bitch. Oh! Okay. Broke my legs. Thank you, Indie Glow, for the 6-month resub. And he says, gold. Much like Gold Member. From Goldfinger, the Gold Member, the Austin Powers movie by Michael Myers. No, Goldfinger was the guy in the actual James Bond movie. It was a parody, huh? Drop this. Okay, here we go. Gold. So Epiglutton, Applegutton. I don't know how to say your name. He says, the fly is returned. Yeah, the fucking fly. What is up? You know what? I've been playing this game since December. We never addressed it. Why the fuck is there a fly sound effect? What does that add to the game? Nothing. It's just like, the game has no music, right? The game is boring and just empty. But there's a fly sound effect. They thought, you know, we're not going to put detail into the world. We're not going to make it so that it has, like, a freaking, you know, good frame rate. But you know what? As long as we immerse those players with the sound of a fly, it's all going to come out. In the end, it's going to be worth it all. The sound of a fucking fly. And the fly ain't even on a screen. The fly's not even real. It's not even there. It's the fly is a lie. There you go. Yet there's still people complaining that I play this game. I'm like, guys, I've only been saying since the day I started playing the game. The reason I play this game is because you guys like to interact with me and talk with me when I play it. It's a game that I really don't have to think about when I fucking do the first 20 minutes of gameplay. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you still can't get that. I can't help you. There's people right now in the street chat complaining that I'm playing this game. It's like, oh, brother. They just don't get it. All I got cheers at the Witcher 2 Redemption Run. Well, here's the thing. Witcher 2 I played on PC. I can't do that anymore. Because I can't capture and stream at the same time. So, Witcher 2 it would have to be... didn't they make console versions of the game later that were very different? Like, if you guys remember when I played Witcher 2, it was incredibly hard to learn the controls, to learn the systems, and I died a bajillion times. Everyone made fun of me, yet... The game makers listened to feedback from people who were complaining the game was too hard to jump into and learn, and they made the game way easier to the point where I believe it was ported to consoles, and it ended up being super easy to play. So, I mean, obviously, I was right on some counts, since the game developers completely changed the game of their own volition. Obviously, something there that I said, you know, struck a chord with them. So I'd have to find a console version, I guess, if there is. I don't know if there is. I think there was, though. I don't know. Would anyone actually want to see me play Witcher 2 again? I don't know. That was a messed up game. That was the game where Geralt had amnesia. Remember? He had complete amnesia. He knew who he was. And the freaking mage lied to him and said that she was like his girlfriend and shit. And she was sleeping with him and stuff, and she was all a lie. So basically, she completely lied to him and it was basically raping him every time they had sex. That's fucked up, man. It's weird because, you know, you don't realize that when you're playing the game or whatever, and then when it finally comes to light, you're like, what the fuck, really? For me, I didn't really understand it because I never played the original game, so I didn't know what was going on in the game until people kind of like explained it to me. But when I found out, I was like, dude, that's like totally fucked up. What a plot. Ah, my eye. My eye's burning. By the way, guys, I got bad allergies this week. The pollen count went through the roof. And so my allergies are in like crazy mode. And very annoying. So I apologize in advance if I'm playing and I'm distracted and my eyes are burning or if I start sneezing. The allergies are pretty much out of control right now here because of the pollen count's high. Ooh. King Swag is cheered. He said, can prequels actually be successful? What do they need to do to make prequels actually worth playing? We already know what's going to happen. I'm concerned about Red Dead 2. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the bottom line here. Alright, the bottom line here is I don't like prequels. I never did. Alright? I really never did. I think that they're annoying because if you already know what's going to happen. Like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example. The Walking Dead Michonne. On its face value, if you've never seen The Walking Dead before, if you know nothing about the show, and you watch The Walking Dead, you play The Walking Dead Michonne, the video game, you'll probably like it. I think it's a great game, you know. However, if you're a fan of the comics of the show, you know Michonne is not dead. You know just by knowing that, you know that in the video game, The Walking Dead Michonne cannot die. She can't get bit by zombies. She can't even be significantly hurt because you've seen her in a future plot line where she's fine. So there's no risk. In the other Walking Dead games, anyone could die at any time. Anyone could get bit. Anyone could get hurt. That's part of the appeal of The Walking Dead, you know? But it's not present in The Walking Dead Michonne, and because of that, the game is far inferior to the other Walking Dead games. Same thing with Red Dead Redemption 2. We know what's going to happen to John Marston, right? We know what's going on in the game. So, thank God, first of all, the game doesn't follow John as the main character. That's a good thing. But I do agree what's going to end up happening. We're going to run into characters, and these characters, we're going to know nothing's going to happen to them. And it's going to take away from the entertainment value of the game, in my opinion. I really do. And for me, I say, screw the prequels. Give us sequels, you know? But for some reason, people love their prequels, and they keep making prequels. I don't get it. Now we got a Han Solo movie. It's like when they made that TV show, The Adventures of Young Indiana Jones. Like, I don't want to see this. It's not Harrison Ford. I already know Indiana's fine. Nothing's going to happen to him. So I don't want to watch this stupid show. YOLO Dopper cheered. He said, I feel bad for the lawbreakers. Nobody gave their game the attention it deserved. Gamers are bandwagoners by only going to the most popular game. Well, I mean, there's a million reasons why people didn't play Lawbreakers. Let's face it here. The game's design itself was terrible. It was a game out of place. You know, that was a game that if it come out 10 years ago, would have been an Insano bestseller and, you know, would have made those guys $1 million, bajillion sales, you know. It came out 10 years too late for it to be good. You know what I mean? That era of game is over. Yet they thought that they could just make this game out of nowhere. No one was asking for that style of game. And it made out of nowhere. Well, why is no one playing our game? Just saying, real talk, you know. All I got cheered, he said, isn't that a problem with more than just prequels? Usually the leads have so much plot armor, you know that nothing will happen. I mean, yes and no. Harry Potter, in the Harry Potter movies, you're pretty sure Harry Potter ain't going to die before the end of the plot line of all the movies. You know what I mean? I get that. At the same time, though, you know, when it's a prequel, you're guaranteed to not have any risk on the main character. And therefore, you know, that's the problem with prequels that I hate them. I really do. Allosaurus Rex, it's talking something about raising kids. I'm not, dude, it's not funny. It wasn't funny the first time earlier today, and I'm not wasting my time. So thanks for the cheer. Think of something better. Okay. Worthless Specimen cheered. He said, welcome back. Glad to have one of my favorite streams back. Thank you very much. Chewbacca cheered. He said, have you checked out YouTube Red series called Cobra Kai? No, I have not, because I don't have a YouTube Red subscription, and I never will. YouTube will never get $1 from me out of my pocket. They may take a chunk of my ad revenue, but they'll never make $1 out of my pocket. Well, never will I pay them for anything. Okay.